Hello guys, welcome to She's the Boss. And now basically She's the Boss is a show that talks about women in business and their participation and their contribution in the world of business. Isn't that right?
And you speak it like the boss, Diana. Wow, you're going to be a businesswoman someday, and I'm going to have tips from you.
Howdy.
And I'm going to interview you one day.
Yeah.
But anyway, so for you guys out there, please send us some feedback through our Facebook, She's the Boss, or via Instagram, She's the Boss TV. And if you guys are interested in winning some great prizes, and I must tell you, they are fabulous, please don't hesitate joining the contest, because we have got really good prizes for you guys. And we would like to say thanks to sponsors. Sorry, it's not a very good day for my voice today. I don't know why.
It's okay.
It's
we
okay,
gotta
right?
thank the sponsors.
Yeah.
SSF for decor.
And then Jekyll for the curtains, Vogulogist for the wardrobe, 8 for the wardrobe as well as Zalora.
Before I get really crazy, nowadays it's really hard. No, it's actually quite easy to find event planners everywhere. You just Google and it's there. You can find all sorts of event planners that can suit your preference. But in the older days, it was really hard to find people that can suit your event. So you just go with the flow with whoever that is there. But Rent It will just change it all, because Just Rent It is, if for people who are on a budget.
Yes.
It is perfect for occasions.
For people like me.
When you don't want to splurge everything, especially for weddings or events, you just want to spend that little money and then a little bit more for
have money for honeymoon.
Exactly.
We were just talking about honeymoons just now, Yeah, so I know who to look out for my future weddings, because we have got Just Rented in the house. Miss Syakirah, founder and owner. Hello. Wow. And so it's so unique, because you provide a rental service for utilities, and they're used for all kinds of events.
All kinds. We spread across all things, from the simple stuff, from centerpieces, from table runners, tablecloth.
Wow,
centerpiece.
tablecloth.
Yes. Surprisingly, in Malaysia, it's hard for you to find or to find a provider that allows you to rent their tablecloths. And usually from caterers and whatnot, their tablecloths are a little bit uninteresting. So
it's so true. It's so
right.
It's like,
so
it's just white, really?
white, and it's that kind of material. Really? Yeah. So instead of like buying for a one-off thing, we provide an outlet for people to just rent it from us. So even if there's something that you're looking for is not on the website or whatever it is, you can approach us, and why not strike a deal with us?
Interesting.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow,
so you don't only focus on weddings. You focus on all sort of events.
Yeah, I do.
Right?
Yeah.
Like you have photo booths right behind you,
Like,
which can
very
cater to anything.
Yeah, we were just playing with the photos just
Please
now.
don't tell them what we did at the photo booth. It's not cool.
I'll share it on Facebook instead.
All right, so maybe you can share us a little bit. I mean, are there a lot of rental services in Malaysia,
Are they like, competing against you? 'Cause
For now, we're basically on our own, where it's a blue ocean kind of thing. I'm not specifying on weddings or anything like that. Instead, we have rental stuff and different art stuff.
Right.
And all you've got to do is like, okay, if you go to our website and you see, oh, I can use that, and that for my event.
Wow, you
whatever
mix and
event.
match.
Yep.
It's like fashion.
Yeah, what's the best event you've ever, just rented to?
It's probably the wedding that we've catered for, actually. It was just a simple thing. We wanted, the customer wanted something glam, okay?
Right.
Great Gatsby, 1920s.
Ooh.
Can you imagine going to a wedding planner when you have a budget of about that much?
Yeah.
And having them create something glamorous for you?
Right.
Obviously, it's gonna cost a lot of money. So basically, we just did a simple system of centerpieces based on glassware, drinking glasses and pearls and whatnot. So it's simple, and you can set it up yourself.
But all those small details add up to a lot of, ka-ching, when you go to a formal event planner. So when you do it yourself, when you have an idea, come to Syakirah right here and tell her, I want to do this, and then she will help you out.
She will customize the things for you, the budget.
Yeah, because even on our website, we have like mood boards up there. So we'll show you, we have this, you can go for this kind of look, and all you've got to do is practically rent item 1, 2, and 3.
Right.
That's it. So we also provide ideas.
Yeah,
So right now we only have like about 2 ideas right now. We're slowly building that up.
So you've been doing this business for how long?
We've only started this year.
And
Yeah, it's new.
Wow.
the most interesting thing is they
Okay.
started because they were going to get married.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Usually,
yes.
you know how brides are, and you know this type of day, you want something different.
Yeah.
You'd always want something different. Even if you go to a wedding planner, you don't want to get the same things that people have already
No,
done,
of course.
right?
Then of course not.
So I wanted something completely different for myself, and my problem is from when I was little, anything that I see, I would tell myself, you know what, I can do that.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So because of that, we started to do our wedding into a humongous DIY project.
Wow. Okay.
From like a fresh floral bouquet for from reupholstering second-hand chairs to basically get our touches, our own selves, but at a fraction of the price.
You're like bride come event planner
That's what
on your wedding day.
And what were you doing
Wow.
before this business? I mean, is this business a full-time job for you now?
Currently, it is. Prior to this, I was an assistant architect.
That's where the creativity comes
There
in.
you go.
And I had a
Yeah.
1.5-year break from a master's in international business. So this is where this came about.
Oh, interesting.
That's where the
So,
ka-ching,
yeah.
the investment things come in. And I think like
Exactly.
the whole prospect about this business is because it's just renting it. So when let's say a particular person comes to you and wanted to do an event, and you know you don't have the materials, so you source out the materials, but you can keep these materials for the next event, you know?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah,
So that's why
it's
we
really
say, even
good.
though there's something that you can't find on our website that we don't currently have, but why not strike a deal with us?
Yeah.
Instead of buying and purchasing it yourself, we might also like create a certain deal for you
Yeah,
that
it's
you could.
really
It's not a
able
full
to-
price.
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah.
Well, do you have any terms and conditions, for the things that you rent, and in what area does it apply?
Like for us, because it's a DIY event solution provider, and and we have a self pickup policy because we're such a small company. It's basically just me. And occasionally,
Well, it's such a small
Yeah.
company.
Wow.
There's me.
yeah, there's me. So it's a bit hard for us to disperse ourselves and have deliveries and whatnot.
Yes,
so
of course.
I'd have to be based at the store for people to pick up, multiple people to pick up.
Yeah.
So, and also because it's a DIY thing, and people will take stuff, the rentals from me to their place. So of course I needed to create a system of terms and conditions that's a balance, and it would create a win-win situation for
Yeah.
me and my customers.
Of course, if we could have it our way, we could just take it and give it to you back in pieces, right?
Yeah, but
if
that's
the
why,
customers had it their way. But
that's why we have like booking deposits, security deposits. We
Right.
have
and how
like
much is usually the booking deposits?
it's usually about half the price of whatever you're
I
you're
see.
currently renting.
I see.
So basically, all you've got to do is upon confirmation that you want an item from us, then you just pay the 50%,
Right.
and then upon pickup, then you'll have to pay also a security deposit and whatnot, just
I
to,
see.
in case anything happens and whatnot,
course.
then we can cover whatever cost that we need to rebuild.
Right.
So what makes Just Rent It different from any other rental services in Malaysia?
We are differentiated by our products itself.
Right,
It's
because
like
it's very
quirky.
I know,
Yeah.
and the one main attraction that we have is the photo booth, and you can see you
1920s.
you haven't really seen it anywhere.
No, it's
Not
like
in
a small
any
little
event.
thing. You can just bring it around and put it
Yeah.
there, and then
Wow.
I
What
had
my-
fun.
What my husband likes to do is that he would take this one around, and he just pretend like it's one giant camera going like.
Oh my god! Yeah, you
So yeah.
Interesting.
Wow.
So the photo booth is one of the pluses for your business, right?
Yeah, it is.
Make sure you copyright that, okay?
Yeah.
Before people
I know.
steal
Can,
that
can
idea.
you copyright things like that? Can
I
you?
don't know.
I think it falls under patents.
Yeah, you
Not-
have to
can,
patent
right?
I think so.
Okay.
So,
well,
do you have any different price lists for different services, and can you share with us the price range usually of the simple things that people usually come to you for?
Yeah. Actually, you'll be surprised that our price range starts from as low as 20 cents to 350, the most.
so what do you mean by like the most minute details? Like what are 20 cents? Like pictures,
like a
napkin, or you know,
it's
even
a part of the centerpiece.
straw.
It's like it's paper flowers and stuff like that. So if you have an event like a simple one, a solemnization where you have 15 tables and whatnot. So you want a simple one, but you don't want fresh flowers and whatnot.
Right.
You want a cheap one that a centerpiece that would cost about $2. We can provide you that.
Wow, $2.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are maybe like, I mean, this is a little bit business, but what kind of a percentage of a margin, like profit margin, that you make sure you must get in order to sustain? Because it's quite hard in this kind of industry.
I know, it's always like a play because whenever you bring something up to something new up for the business, you don't know what kind of response I'm gonna get. So the most safest margin for us right now is usually we would price the thing up to about 1/3 of the cost.
Right.
For us to do it. So
that's quite reasonable actually. It's not like half, you know. Yeah, you gotta make profit. I mean, you gotta go for your honeymoon,
right?
You know?
And
plus, because you're such a new business, you don't want to scare people away with the prices. But have there been anything that people have asked from you that you could not provide? Like something you're like, what is this? What are you trying to do? Build a whale?
I might be able to build you a whale, but you never know.
I like that
but we have one constraint though, and basically it's the first thing that I mentioned. Because of our self-pickup policy and the size of the company itself,
you can't
can't deliver.
You can't really take the whale into the car.
But then you can like get a transport service too.
But
that's on you.
That would be on the customer to provide transportation and whatnot. So that's the one thing though that we've had to turn down customers because they can't arrange for somebody to pick it up. And
maybe that's another branch of business that you could
liaise with us, like transporting whatever you call that person.
I know. That's part of the business plan actually. So we have a business plan in motion right now. So because we're new and the thing that's most important for us right now is to get our name out and our products out and the system out.
What was the hardest thing for you to start this business, and how did you just believe in this really weird business? Tell me about it, because it's like it's so new and I love it, and I just wish I found you when I got married.
I know. Unfortunately,
she got married. A little bit later.
A little bit later, so the idea popped out a bit later.
How did you? What was the challenge? The biggest challenge for you?
The biggest challenge for me right now, currently, is trying to get our name out because we're providing something that's brand new. People, how am I supposed to just wait for people to come to me when they don't know what they want? Exactly. So. Right now, it's about creating awareness of how our photo booth works.
I think, because I mean, if someone were to have a wedding, something like a baby shower or something, I think it's a bit hard because how am I going to place like such a big trust into someone who's new in the market? And
so basically that's why we've been going out and about to bazaars and whatnot. So we engage with people. We call them out like, oh, do you guys want to test out our photo booth and whatnot? So I'll give a live demo and whatnot, and then go like, oh, okay. And they test it out themselves. They actually.
It's so easy to work.
So easy.
And you got me at the photo booth. You really
definitely.
did. And because I have something coming up soon, and I'm already saying, hey guys, can you help me out?
But just one thing, like I mean, just now we were talking about like trust and everything. Is it hard when like I'm sure that someone when they come to you they're a little bit critical if you're new, right? So how do you deal with their complaints? Because sometimes they might just have psychological problem. Oh, you're new, that it's not perfect.
Well, that's management of people, and you get that with anywhere that you work, basically. So like for us, because we're new, as you say. One way for us to mitigate that is that our website is something that is uncommon for small businesses in Malaysia. We're quite comprehensive in what we put in our websites.
Because websites are everything now. You don't have a physical store. That is your store, isn't it?
So right there on the website, you get to watch the video of how to set it up, of how this actually works.
Okay.
We even have like the web page itself just dedicated for the photo booth. So you guys get to see in a certain way, like, okay, this is what the settings are. So you guys get to choose 10 filters, and this is how the strip will look like, and the flicker will look like this. So basically, it's very informative, right there.
Interesting. So tell us, how do we go to your website?
Yes.
Just log on to justrentedmalaysia.com.
justrentedmalaysia.com.
All right.
So yes, thank you so much. Any last words to people out there?
Well, we have an event next week at E-Curve Cineleisure Mutiara Damansara. So I'll be there from about 10:30 to 9:30.
When's
And
next week
what date is
exactly?
that?
It's on the 7th.
On the
Thank you for that.
7th of
June.
Wow.
Yeah.
Time
So,
passes by fast.
exactly. So thank you so much, Syakirah. Can you just shake a little bit for me?
I'm sorry, my hips lie.
Good one. Thank you for coming on the
Thank
show.
you so
I'm
much
so
for
glad
coming
to
to the
meet
show.
you.
Glad to
Thank
meet
you.
too.
All right.
So guys, that was
Okay.
very interesting, wasn't it? So we will be right back. Stay tuned.
After this commercial break.